Hey guys, how are we going? Welcome to another episode of the Influencer Collective. It is day number 4 of week number 6, and we are talking about one-on-one selling. It, like one-on-one selling, like as you know, and as I say all the time, one-on-one selling is probably the most influential thing you can do in particularly starting your business, and depending on the business you're in, it's the most influential thing you can do because maybe your products need to be sold one on one, and if they don't, then maybe I know a lot of people a lot of extremely successful businesses actually who are who still have one-on-one salespeople in their business because it's so required just to really build and grow and maintain your business. So anyway, what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about the recommendation. Today we're talking about how we can recommend, why we should recommend products, why we should be the expert in the room, right? So when you're talking to someone, the biggest thing, hey Sam, hey Linda, when you're talking to a client, the biggest thing I can say to you is, the biggest thing that people do wrong is they ask all these questions, they build all these, they solve all these problems, and then in the end they go back to the client and they go, so what's best for you? Dude, that's not what they came to you. They didn't come to you because what's best for what's best for them or what they think is best for them. They came to you because they want your opinion on what they should do to change their life, change their business, or succeed in some way. So you need to be the expert. When you're selling to someone one-on-one, you're the expert in the room. You tell them what you're basically, you should solve all their problems and then tell them what you recommend to them to buy to solve their problems. That's your job, right? Now, when you're doing that recommendation, you've got two options. You can either make one recommendation or you can make multiple recommendations. Now, I have always said, and I will stick to my guns on this forever, always only make one single recommendation. Every other recommendation is a sub-recommendation, but you only make one. And the reason is because the likelihood there's one real solution for them that's going to give them everything. Give them that solution, tell them that this is the right solution for them, and then after that, if they physically can't afford it or they physically don't want that solution, then from there, you can turn around and say, okay, well, if you can't do that, this one will still get you results, this is still good for you, but it's just not as good as that one. Right, but one main recommendation. Why? Because the customer will buy simple, easy. If it is simple and it is easy, the customer will buy. If it is confusing and it's hard to make a decision on, the customer will not buy. So it is extremely important that you keep things simple, that you make it so easy for them to buy that their brain just goes, oh, okay, I'll buy that. Nice and simple. Right? It just has to be easy. It just so badly has to be this simple, easy thing for them to make a decision on, because humans suck. We are shit at making decisions. So don't make it any harder for people to make a decision than you have to. And how you do that is you make the recommendation. You be the expert in the room, and you make sure it's only one recommendation. That's how you do that. Don't let the customer control the sale and decide what's best for them, because the problem with that is that they're coming from an extremely low knowledge base in the topic that you're talking about, hence why they've engaged you at all. So you need to be the expert, you need to take control. It's really important. All right, guys, that's it for this morning. That is your influencer project for this morning. Thanks heaps for watching. Surge your business, surge your sales, surge your life. Peace.